There is a very definite difference in the different age groups and their expectations of what they're expecting from their work and their employer. And I see it more and more. It's a question that's been asked of me as a recruiter. And yes, I think the younger generation definitely has more expectations. Part of that is because, well, frankly, they're a lot more knowledgeable about a lot more things than we were when we were young. The market is definitely in their favor still, in Canada at least. The US, not as much, especially in tech, but in Canada and Quebec and Ontario, there's still a labor shortage. So it's still in their favor. So they can ask for, or think they can ask for $10,000 raises, a company to give them 4 weeks vacation when they have 2 years experience, or they want to go work abroad for a month. So the company should be hybrid, but hybrid so that they can leave and work abroad for a month. Those are not generally aligned with most of at least my clients, and I don't think many companies' ways of thinking and acting and treating their staff. We've seen it especially in the US. Larger companies in the US like Disney, Twitter, they want their staff back in the office 4 to 5 days a week. They don't want to hear about hybrid anymore. The people that we interview who, when we say the company wants you in office 5 days a week, that's often a deal breaker for them. And that's across all ages. That's not just younger, that's Gen Z, Gen X, everybody. Everybody wants hybrid and everybody wants flexibility. But what is a difference amongst ages is the salary increases and the demands, the courage, the gumption to say, well, if you're interested in me, I want a $10,000 salary. $5,000, it's not really enough to make me consider leaving my current job. In my day, as we say, a $10,000 salary increase was like, oh my God, that's like when you moved up to a director level, a manager level. That wasn't just for a lateral shift or a minor promotion. So that's one expectation that I think does clash with employers. On the other hand, employers have to understand, and this is part of our job, is to convey to them that the market is different. So you really do have to bear that in mind. And if your salary structure is from 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, or 10 years ago, you're not going to be able to attract good candidates. The old saying, you get what you pay for, is often very true, especially in today's market. Now, that might switch and then the employer will have the upper hand again and be able to pick and choose who they want. But right now, they don't have that upper hand, at least still in Canada, and not in the US in tech. So, you have to bear that in mind. And as a company looking to recruit, you have to be mindful of their demands, mindful of their requests. You don't have to give in on all of them, absolutely. And you have to decide as a company what you're going to give in order to attract that younger population, or even the middle-aged population, what they're looking for.